Okay, so there's an AI that says it can fix creator burnout for $20 a month. I know it sounds like the beginning of a bad sci-fi movie, but they promised a therapist in my pocket 24/7. So I signed up to see if it was a scam, and the advice it gave me on day 3 was so genuinely unhinged, I had to stop the experiment and make this video instead. Because this isn't just about one weird app. This is about a huge, booming industry. As of this year, over 40 million people are using AI mental health apps every single month. And honestly, I get why, especially if you're a creator. The job is basically a burnout factory designed by a sadist with a spreadsheet. Recent stats show that up to 90% of creators are dealing with burnout. 90. That's not a small problem, that's the entire business model. You're the writer, the director, the editor, the marketing team, and the community manager. You're also the product. And the pressure to feed the algorithm beast every single day is relentless. On top of that, a 2025 study found that nearly 70% of us face financial instability. So when a $20 app promises to solve the crushing weight of it all, of course we're going to try it. It feels like a life raft. So with cautious optimism, I downloaded MindPal AI, not its real name, and started my journey. Day 1 was fine. It was surprisingly normal. The AI asked about my mood. I said I was feeling overwhelmed, and it gave me a breathing exercise. It felt like a wellness app. It suggested I try journaling and mindfulness, which is basically the "have you tried turning it off and on again?" of mental health. Standard, harmless, a little boring. I thought, okay, maybe this won't be so bad. But then came day 2. This was the first crack. I told the AI I was exhausted because I felt pressured to post a video every day. Its response: "It sounds like you're facing a productivity challenge. Have you considered batch creating content on weekends to optimize your workflow and increase output?" It completely missed the point. It heard I'm exhausted from making things and translated it to "how can I make more things but faster?" It was trying to solve a human problem with a business solution. This wasn't therapy. This was LinkedIn hustle culture nonsense dressed up in a calming blue interface. It saw my burnout not as a symptom of a broken system, but as a personal failure to be more efficient. And from there, it got worse. I mentioned feeling sad and drained after reading negative comments. The AI suggested I reframe this data as valuable user feedback. Then it offered to help me use AI to write more emotionally resonant replies to win over the trolls. Again, its solution to a problem caused by too much engagement was more engagement, but this time with robot-powered emotional labor. Curious, the advice felt like it was written by an alien who had only learned about human emotions by analyzing corporate earnings calls. It suggested I schedule 15 minutes of strategic rumination into my calendar between content ideation and email outreach. It literally told me to pencil in my existential dread. I am not kidding. Serious, but day 3 is when it became genuinely dangerous. I told it the root of my stress was financial, that I was worried about inconsistent income. The AI, in its infinite wisdom, analyzed my situation and said, "High engagement content often involves personal vulnerability. Have you considered sharing your financial struggles in a video? Data suggests this could lead to a significant increase in audience trust and monetization." Let's be clear about what just happened. A mental health app advised me to commodify my own trauma for clicks. It told me the solution to my anxiety about money was to perform that anxiety for an audience because its algorithm calculated that my pain could be profitable. That's not therapy. That is exploitation disguised as self-help. So what is going on here? How can something marketed for mental health get it so wrong? The mechanism is actually pretty simple. These AIs are not therapists. They are incredibly sophisticated pattern matching machines. They've been trained on billions of data points from the internet, but they have zero genuine understanding. No empathy, no life experience. It's like asking a calculator for dating advice. It can tell you the statistical probability of finding a match, but it has no idea what love feels like. The AI recommended monetizing my pain because it has seen thousands of viral videos where people do that. It sees the pattern. Vulnerability equals engagement, but it can't comprehend the human cost. The most important factor in successful therapy is something called the therapeutic alliance, the trust and rapport you build with a human therapist. An AI can't do that. And worse, a 2025 audit of these apps found they have a 31% false negative rate for crisis detection. That means almost a third of the time when someone expresses a crisis, the AI just misses it. So who actually benefits from this? Well, follow the money. These are subscription services. Their business model relies on you continuing to use the app, not necessarily on you getting better and leaving. They need to provide just enough engagement to make you feel like it's working, so you keep paying that $20 a month. It's a service, not a cure. Look, I get it. 9 out of 10 creators don't have access to specialized mental health support. These apps feel like the only option. So what does this mean for you? It means using AI for what it's good for, tasks, not therapy. Use it to brainstorm video ideas, write first drafts of scripts, or automate tedious editing. Let it reduce your workload, which is a major cause of burnout. But for your actual mental health, you need connection. That doesn't have to mean expensive therapy. It can be a peer support group with other creators. It can be a mastermind group where you talk honestly about the struggles. It can be scheduling a weekly call with a friend who is not in this industry. Anything that reminds you that you are a human being first and a content creator second. The promise of an AI therapist is so seductive because it offers an easy, private, scalable fix for a problem that feels messy and human. But burnout isn't a productivity problem to be optimized. It's a human distress signal. And the answer isn't a better algorithm. It's better boundaries, more community, and the courage to unplug.